Following an unauthorized publicity trip to Saudi Arabia, Lionel Messi has been both fined and suspended by his club Paris Saint-Germain. Holy moly, hello there everybody, Adam Cleary from FourFourTwo here, and yes, you did hear that right, Lionel Messi has been suspended and fined by Paris Saint-Germain, mere, I am going to watch on, some months since winning the World Cup. Now this all centers around his recent publicity trip to Saudi Arabia, where he is currently a global tourism ambassador. He posted what a great time he was having there. Several Saudi officials shared how great it was to have him in the country, but PSG were like, no, that ain't gonna run. Now the club have declined to give any sort of official statement on the matter, unless you class saying you're not doing a statement as doing a statement, but it basically goes like this. Messi, as part of his agreed contract with Saudi Arabia, did have this trip booked in several months ago. But by pure coincidence, it always coincided with PSG suffering a loss, and both he and the club decided it would not be a particularly good look for him then to just hot-foot it off to another country where he's been linked with a move, let's not forget, and do lots of nice things for them. Now, wouldn't you just know it, PSG got beat again at the weekend, a fairly meek 3-1 defeat to Lorient at the Parc des Princes, but Messi could put this trip off no longer and asked the club if it was okay for him to go anyway. And depending on whose version of events you believe, either the club said no or the club said nothing, but either way, Messi went without permission. He was supposed to be at training on Monday, he didn't show up, but instead he was posting all his nice holiday pictures. Now normally you'd think that's the kind of slap on the wrist, say just don't do it again, you are a big megastar sort of thing, but PSG are in the midst of a big cultural shake-up at the club. Basically signing superstars like Messi and Neymar was supposed to deliver them the Champions League and thus the international credibility that comes with it, but it just isn't working because, as you and I know, that's not how you win the Champions League. My other theory is that they've just been watching Chelsea a lot this year and thinking like, oh my god, is that what we look like? Is that what people think of us? That's so embarrassing. So now PSG's owners are just like, no more, no superstars, nobody's bigger than the club. You can either get in line or you can faire une promenade, copain. And of course, faire une promenade, copain is almost certainly what Lionel Messi is going to be doing this summer, as his 2-year contract is coming to an end, and the club show no signs whatsoever of extending it to 3. Now we've already covered this, it should be on the screen somewhere in great depth, but this has opened the door for Barcelona to try and come back in and get him. There's talk of him going to Saudi Arabia, hence why this trip was so controversial, but my personal preference, if you're watching Lionel, would be to go to Inter Miami, where you will end your career being managed by Phil Neville. Now that might sound like I'm being sarcastic there, but do you not just think that would be really fun? Messi and Phil Neville? I do. Anyway, no pun intended, but you might say this whole Lionel Messi situation's getting a bit murky and that nobody can really see precisely what's going to happen. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Will he somehow patch it up and stay in Paris? Will he go back to Barcelona? Is a reunion with Ronaldo on the cards in Saudi Arabia? Who knows? In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching. I've been Adam Cleary. This has been FourFour News. Does that work? No, probably not. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye!